Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza here at the Hatfield Public Library and I have a box of children's books. It's like a mix of chapter books and picture books. So I'll go ahead and start with the chapter books. Leeva at Last by Sara Pennypacker, who wrote Pax. And it says pictures by Caldecott medalist Matthew Cordell. A ton of pictures, but let's see. This is about a young girl who is asking the question, what are people for? And it says she has the help of an orphan badger, a risk-averse boy in a hazmat suit, and the town's librarians. Yes, librarians, yay! We have Katherine Marsh's The Lost Year. Lovely cover. 3 cousins, 2 continents, 1 haunting mystery. It's a survival story that traces a harrowing family secret back to Soviet Union in the 1930s. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. So takes place during the pandemic in the US, but traces back the family history to the 1930s. We have Jennifer A. Nielsen, Iceberg. Definitely about the Titanic. No question there. Look at this. A ship, it says, okay, so Hazel Rossberry is traveling alone following the untimely death of her father. She's being sent to work in a factory, but she has a secret dream, which is she wants to be a journalist. So she stows away aboard the Titanic. Elf, Dog, and Owl Head by M.T. Anderson. This is illustrated by Junyi Wu. I love the cover; is super cute. Here's an illustration, and it says a summer spent sharing the family computer with his annoying sister. Trying to tune out his financial worries is what Clay has to look forward to. Because this sounds like maybe it takes place in some version of a pandemic because he says that he can't go out because everybody's sick. And then he sees a young dog with a fancy collar and follows her into the woods. Ooh, it sounds like it might have like a sort of mystical or supernatural like component. We have The Big Tree by Brian Selznick, very famous Brian Selznick for writing combinations of sort of like lots of pictures. So he has picture storytelling and then word storytelling, and it goes back and forth throughout the book. His famous book is The Invention of Hugo Cabret, and this is about 2 children, I guess, who are sycamore seeds and they want to become big trees, but then they're forced to leave their mama tree prematurely and they hear a voice. Okay, on to picture books. We have Spring Sings for the Grouchy Ladybug, very cute, by local hero Eric Carle, who I think is no longer with us, but this is from his work. We have I Don't Care by Julie Fogliano. This is pictures by Molly Idle and Juana Martinez Neal. And that's interesting. You don't usually have multiple illustrators. I really like how they're playing with color and sketches here. Looks like a book about navigating emotions and friendship. The Umbrella by Beth Ferry and Tom Lichtenheld. And oh no, that umbrella is looking so sad. It's so sad. So it's sounds like a world where it's just raining a lot and it never stops. And then they find this broken old umbrella. Flag for Juneteenth by Kim Taylor. Very exciting. Our new holiday that we have now in June, and we definitely want to have books to learn about it. Um, and I love this. I love how it's sort of, it's hard to tell, but it's like collaged out of a quilt. I think it's like the illustrations are actually photos of a quilt, which is amazing. And I love that this seems to be more of a story rather than just abstract facts. So very cool. The world and everything into it in it. Kevin Henkes. Kevin Henkes has written for lots of different age groups, and I have a particularly soft spot for his picture books. I love his style of illustration. Um, so this is about looking at all around the world and seeing what you see. Again, a very sparse illustration style. Um, but very effective, and I found his books go over really well with children. We have Just Like Grandma by Kim Rogers, illustrated by Julie Flett. And this is about a girl who loves her grandmother and wants to be just like her. And her grandmother is teaching her all the things that she knows. And I think there's a little twist at the end, an affirming twist for the girl. This is called 20 Questions by Mac Barnett and Christian Robinson. 20 Questions, that's I haven't played that in years. um, says not all questions have answers. Interesting. A book about speculation. That's fun. I like that idea. You can ask the kids while you're reading and then they have their theories. I mean, my children always have lots of theories. We have How to Eat a Book by Mrs. and Mr. Macleod. I want to say no, don't eat them, please. Sometimes our books do get chewed on. So this is about a family of grunions. Um, the Twisted World of the Grunions. Oh wow, it sounds like their books are trying to eat them. This is cool. Look at these. I love the sort of 3D effect of the illustrations. Very neat. Two more. We have by Peter H. Reynolds, author of like Dot and BU, I guess. This is When Things Aren't Going Right, Go Left. I love that. And it's called, it's words by Mark Cola Giovanni. So art by Peter Reynolds, words by Mark Cola Giovanni. Um, sounds like it's sort of like an affirming, like almost maybe like self-help for kids. But I mean, we all need help. So, and another local illustrator. This is Aaron Becker, a Caldecott Honor recipient. This is called The Tree and the River. He just does these amazingly. Sorry, I know it's glaring. He does these amazingly intricate illustrations. And I think usually there's no words. So the story, you just have to sort of follow it through the illustrations, and they're so lush and detailed. There's always just a lot to look at. Um, and I don't know, I'm on record for having mixed feelings on picture books. I'm sorry, wordless picture books, but I think the joy that comes from them lots of times is working through the story yourselves. And I think his are good for that because you're sort of trying to figure out with the child what's going on. So that's it. That's my entire box. But I am sure that I will be back soon with more. Bye.